What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Man, look at this. It's a nice looking car, and just a plain ugly car right there. But we are here today because I want to talk about the Chevy Caprice, the Caprice Classic. I think I've spent about as much as I'm going to on this car at this point. I had some other plans for it, but I've gotten a slew of emails from you guys asking me when it's going up for sale, how much I want for it. So I figured I'd make a video and we'll just get that all out of the way right now. So it's got a brand new set of Hankook Kenergy ST tires, and I got the big ones. I got the biggest tires you could fit on it that came stock, and that was 235 75 15. So these are pretty good sized tires, boys. And they are like Grand Touring tires. Look at the tread on these babies. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we got a brand new set of tires on it. And if you didn't notice already, the windows are tinted. We got that done yesterday. And I think the tires were around $400. I could have definitely got some cheap used ones, but you know, I couldn't. I didn't want to do this car that way. So the window tint cost me $150. The tires were about $400. The transmission was $800. Yes, it's got a rebuilt transmission in it now. The windows are tinted 20%, and the brow is also 20%. So it's got a full tank of 91 premium octane gasoline. We're going to fire it up real quick. And we're actually going to take this car to run a few errands today. I want to make sure that everything is solid on it. Can't roll the windows down for like 48 hours. Fires right up. The gas gauge is working again also. That's probably worth mentioning. AC is ice cold. I used my infrared thermometer on it yesterday, and the AC on max and on the lowest setting right here at the center vent was 32.4 degrees. You can see that on my Instagram account, Auto Auction Rebuilds. So here it is. There's the new tint. There's what she looks like. Now let's take it for a drive. All right, so here she is. I'll tell you what, man, with the transmission fixed, it's so much better to drive, as you could probably imagine. We've now put 216 miles on the car, and the odometer is at 128,524. It's got a fresh alignment. It's got 4 new tires. It's got a rear differential flush. It's got an oil and filter change. And obviously the transmission fluid is new since the transmission was rebuilt. And for those of you wondering what was wrong with the transmission, according to the gentleman that rebuilt it, he said the clutches for 3 and 4 were shot and the input drum was destroyed. I don't know what the input drum is, but he said that was absolutely destroyed. Yeah, so that's what was actually physically wrong with the internals of the transmission. But obviously, since he rebuilt it, it's got all new parts. And it's good to go. It shifts absolutely wonderful now. The car drives so much better. With those meaty tires, it just floats. It could probably use a set of shocks. It could probably use a tune-up. Not that it's running bad. It's not running poorly at all. I mean, it's running great, but it does appear to me that the plug wires and everything are original. And, you know, with 130,000 miles on it, probably needs a set of plugs, wires, cap, rotor. Putting a new air filter in it today. But, we're cruising, man. No more slipping of the transmission. I've had it on the highway. I actually drove it on the interstate to go get the windows tinted yesterday, and it did fine. But unfortunately, I've kind of spent about as much as I can spend on this car without actually losing money. We're taking the Mitsubishi Outlander back to Copart. We're letting that sucker go and run back through the auction, see if we can possibly make any money off of it. I doubt it. I don't see if there's any way we're gonna make a dime on that thing. But anyway, back to the Caprice. I've had a lot of people asking how much you're going to sell it for, and this is something that's just been, I've been thinking about it real hard, and I think to the right buyer, this car would bring near $3,000. So at this point, I'm going to take offers on the car. Of course, it's not going to be perfect. We didn't paint it, but I think we got it looking pretty good. The stereo speakers are still blown. Like I said, still needs a tune-up. There's probably going to be some minor maintenance items here and there that are going to need taken care of on it. But, I mean, we took care of the big stuff, you know, the transmission. That was huge. And there you go, see? Shifts right off, man, like it's nothing. No problems at all. I do hear a slight squeal from the right back brakes. That might go away with a little bit of driving, or the back brakes may be, you know, about to need replaced. Like I said, AC's ice cold. Everything is good. And I'm actually thrilled about this car. I don't know how much we got in it right now, but I think out the door was almost $600, $535, $635, something like that. I can't remember. We put about 400 in tires, so that's around $1,000. And the rear diff flush and everything came out to about $3 something with the tire install and all that balance and all that stuff. So yeah, to goodness, I've got more in it than I thought I did. I didn't even realize I had that much into it. Yeah, so about $1,000 for the tires and the car, then $13 when you include the rear diff flush and everything. $150 for the windows, so $1,450. Good night. Yeah, and we paid $800 for the transmission, so we're at $2,250. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why there's really not much room for me to do anything else to this thing. Just there's not going to be any profit left. The major things, in my opinion, are done. The tires had to be replaced. That's done. The transmission obviously had to be replaced. That's done. It's running. It's driving well. It's got a full tank of 91 octane. I keep putting premium in it. Cold AC, tinted windows so that you don't have to worry about that heat. And off she goes. So if you're interested in this car, hit up Weird Beard, because it's going to be heading down to his lot. And you know, we're not going to steer you wrong. Hopefully you guys know. We've had a lot of people buy cars that have seen videos about them, and subscribers actually purchase the majority of the cars, which I think is really cool. You're just going to have to meet up with Weird Beard down at his lot. So if you're interested, hit up Weird Beard on YouTube or email me, autoauctionrebuilds@gmail.com, and we're going to get this thing ready to go.